Well, this is going to be fun. We've focused a lot on cows lately, but with summer coming, just trying to think about all the other fun projects I want to do, and this is one of them. Uh, One of the biggest hurdles to being self-sufficient, which is something I think is really important, is generating electricity. And without electricity, modern life grinds to a halt. And when you live in a place like Texas or California or Florida, you can work pretty hard towards that goal with solar panels. But in Alaska, that's just not practical. It's just not practical. You gotta have them on the rotating thing, and you gotta brush the snow, and there's 18 hours of darkness, blah, blah, blah. One thing I do have a lot of, however, is wood and water. So this right here is my solution to that. That right there is a wood-fired boiler. I just got it delivered today. And right there is a little steam engine with an alternator on it. So what we're going to do this summer is we're going to convert this corner, messy corner, won't be messy anymore, of the shop into a room that contains a battery bank and an inverter and the steam engine and the wood-fired boiler. And I'm going to run this farm, at least partially, on steam. There's a bunch of calculating to do in terms of how many batteries I need, how many amp hours I need. It won't be fully self-sufficient. There's certainly going to be times in the winter when I want to hit the switch and have the power company provide me power. But I think in the summertime, and certainly as a backup, this thing's going to be awesome. The reasons I like this are, rather than a generator, which would have been way cheaper, is I don't need gasoline. When I say self-sufficient, I mean self-sufficient for the most part. This thing here was made by a welder down in Washington State, and it's made out of recycled parts. Like this wheel here, I think is like 100 years old or something. If you've got an extra belt or two, you know, you've got an extra alternator, which are going to be floating around all over the place. That's not hard to come by. And you've got wood and you've got water. This thing will last 100 years. He built it to last 100 years, and instead of having to rely on solar panels or wind, which can be unreliable, especially in a place like Alaska, I can come out to my shop, make a fire, generate electricity, charge up my batteries, and run the farm off of steam. So we'll see how well it works. I don't know. I got lots of questions, obviously, about the size of the battery bank and how fast the battery bank will charge and all sorts of things. But it interests me, so I'm going to do it. So 40% Ranch in Alaska is going to be run on steam power as soon as we get this thing installed and built. It's going to take a few months. There's a lot of other things to do, but I think this is going to be a fun project.